tayo dito sa Kababayan Today. We're wrapping up for the year 2014 and we're discussing with Asian Journal and Annie Nepomuceno what happened this year. So let's get right back to it. In July of 2014, eto na naman tayo, ang Malaysia Airlines Flight 17 was shot down in Ukraine. Not good news. On July 17th, Malaysian Airlines Flight 17 was shot while flying over eastern Ukraine en route from Amsterdam to Kuala Lumpur. The disaster resulted in the death of 283 passengers and 15 crew members on board. Passengers on board included a number of researchers on their way to an AIDS conference in Australia. 193 Dutch citizens and 3 Filipinos were in the same family. The Filipino family was on their way to the Philippines for a family reunion. The Dutch Safety Board, which is leading the investigation of the incident, released a preliminary report in September stating that the forward section of the aircraft was penetrated by a large number of high-energy objects from outside, damage that likely caused it to break up while in air.
That is such a sad thing to happen. This is thinking that this is a commercial flight, isn't it? And we're not, I don't think they were in areas where they should not be.
Yes, so it's scary because Malaysian Airlines na naman.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Diba?
Sila na naman.
Diba? So I don't think that's good for their business and definitely made people very afraid to get on commercial flights.
Yes, and you think that, you know, lightning won't strike twice and there it is just happening right there. At talagang kawawa rin ng mga pamilya nitong mga taong ito at talagang wala silang kamalay-malay. They're just going about their business. A family, Filipino family, going to spend the holidays with their reunion, right?
Yes.
With their family.
Yes.
So that's so sad.
Okay, so let's move on to August. What happened in August?
Well, would we like to talk about the controversial death of Michael Brown, the black teenager who was shot by a police officer in Ferguson, Missouri in August, and Eric Garner, who was choked to death in Staten Island, New York in July, also by a police officer, sparked protests throughout the nation. Officers involved in the cases were both not indicted for the deaths, and individuals across the country organized protests calling for justice.
Hanggang ngayon, nagpa-protest pa rin ang mga tao all over the nation. We saw a lot of footage from what was happening in New York City.
Yes.
Once again, social media, people are really chiming in with the hashtag Black Lives Matter. Galit ang mga tao.
Yeah, tsaka come to think of it also, di ba? Kahit nasabihin natin that social media has a lot to do with it, there are still conflicting reports, di ba? So, and that's why the government, the President Obama is having a move to have body cameras. Kulang na yung mga cameras na naka-install dun sa kanilang mga sasakyan. Ngayon pati body camera para makita talaga kung ano ang mga nangyayari dito. Kasi talaga naman nakaka-stir ng mga emotions ng mga tao na bakit ang mga African Americans are being singled out or they're being treated for small crimes,
yes.
I would say.
Yes, and their lives are at stake, right?
Exactly.
I mean, this is something that is very concerning. Okay, let's move on. In August, once again, Filipina receives Harvard Business School's highest honor. Eto, this is good news indeed. Sheila Marcelo, founder and CEO of Care.com, a leading website that offers care services, received the Harvard Business School's highest honor in August. In 8 years, Care.com has grown exponentially in 16 countries with 11.8 million members. The company went public earlier this year in January raised 91 million during the initial public offering or IPO. Marcelo joins the ranks of Jaime Zobel de Ayala, chairman and CEO of Ayala Corporation, which is the oldest and largest conglomerate in the Philippines, who received the Alumni Award in 2007. Si Zobel de Ayala earned naman his MBA from HBS in 1987 and was the first Filipino to receive this honor. At babae pa,
yes,
si Sheila Marcelo.
Nakaka-inspire talaga ang kanyang kwento, no? So, let's see. Pero in September naman, the NFL comes under fire for handling of domestic violence cases. Nako, ito na naman. The TMZ released video footage from an elevator camera that captured Baltimore Raven Ray Rice punching his fiancée, Janae Palmer, in the face. TMZ video release renews criticisms that NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell and the NFL's initial 2-game suspension of Rice had been too lenient. Many journalists and political leaders, including U.S. Senator Heidi Heitkamp, call for Goodell to resign. During a CBS interview, Goodell reiterates that no one in the NFL had access to the video prior to Rice's initial suspension. Diba?
Well, I mean, this is something that we as a community don't talk about, domestic violence. And I think it's been put on a world platform so that people can discuss that it's not okay.
Yes, it's not okay. And especially if there's video to back it, it's very hard to justify what and why somebody deserves to be hit.
Exactly. All right, magbabalik tayo dito sa Kababayan Today. Don't go away. We're wrapping up 2014.